The town of Rosehill was always quiet after midnight, but that night something was different. Lena sat on her porch, wrapped in a blanket, listening to the wind, only to realize the wind had stopped. All sound had stopped, even her own breathing seemed too loud. Then it happened. The sky shifted to a deep red, not like sunset, but like a wound opening in the universe. A massive crack of light tore across the clouds. It wasn't lightning. It was something else, something alive. The ground shook. Dogs barked and then went silent. The red light pulsed, once, twice, a third time, and then something fell, something tall, something shaped like a man, but clearly not human. Lena didn't know why she ran toward it. Curiosity, fear, something else entirely. When she reached the crash site, a clearing scorched black. Smoke curled upward like living shadows. A body lay at the center. Lena hesitated only a moment before stepping closer. His skin was pale but metallic, etched with glowing silver patterns that pulsed like veins. As she leaned forward, his chest rose sharply. He was breathing. Suddenly his eyes opened. A vibrant, unnatural color like liquid silver and starlight mixed together. Lena stumbled back. He sat up slowly, painfully, and looked around before locking onto her. His gaze wasn't human. It was too intense, too focused, but she couldn't look away. "Who? What are you?" Lena whispered. He blinked slowly, his voice low and resonant. "My name is Kale." Even his voice felt strange, like listening to two tones at once. He tried to stand but collapsed forward. Lena caught him by reflex. His hand closed around her wrist, and a shock burst through her entire body. Not painful, but powerful, electric, intimate. She gasped. Kyle stared at her with a sudden intensity. "You felt it," he said softly. Lena couldn't speak. Her heart pounded. Heat built under her skin. Kale tilted his head, studying her. "You're different." Lena shook her head. "No, I'm not." "You are," Kale murmured. "That's why I'm still alive." Kyle's expression changed. He suddenly stood straighter, alert. "They followed me." "Who?" Lena asked. Instead of answering, Kyle took her hand. He didn't lead her, he pulled her gently toward him. The touch made Lena's breath stutter. "Listen carefully," Kale whispered. "There is a species that hunts my kind and anything we touch." "Why?" Kale hesitated. "Because our connection with other beings creates power." Lena felt her cheeks warm. Connection. He stepped closer, his face inches from hers. "When I touched you, something awakened." The air around them buzzed softly. Lena swallowed. "What awakened?" Kale looked down at her lips before answering. "The bond." A howl echoed in the woods, deep, guttural, echoing from tree to tree. Kyle's grip tightened protectively. "They're close." "Kyle," Lena said quietly, "what does the bond do?" Kyle turned toward her fully, the metallic marks on his skin glowing brighter. "It allows me to sense your emotions, your fear, your heartbeat, your desires." Lena froze. He could feel. Kale leaned in, his forehead almost touching hers. "You're afraid, but not of me." Another howl, closer. Kyle drew Lena closer to his chest. "The bond can protect you," he whispered, "but only if you accept it." "How do I accept it?" Lena breathed. Kyle's eyes glowed softly. "You trust me." A deafening crack tore through the trees. Lena turned. Three tall figures stepped out of the forest, thin like shadows, their bodies black and shimmering like oil, their eyes glowing red. They moved in unnatural jerks, as if someone was dragging them frame by frame. Kyle stepped in front of Lena. "Don't look into their eyes," he whispered. "Why?" "They mimic what you fear most." One of the creatures tilted its head unnaturally. Another stepped forward, sniffing the air. A third hissed Lena's name. Though she had never spoken it aloud, Kale's voice deepened. "You see why we must leave." "But where?" Lena whispered. "To safety." "Where is safety?" Kyle hesitated for the first time. His eyes softened. "With me." The hunters moved closer, their bodies twitching. Branches cracked under their claw-like feet. Kyle turned and cupped Lena's face gently, a tenderness she didn't expect. "You must choose," he said softly. "Do you run alone, or trust me to protect you?" Lena felt her heart race. Every instinct screamed to run, yet every fiber of her body pulled toward him. Kyle's thumb brushed her cheek. "I won't force you," he whispered, "but if you choose me, the bond will complete." "What happens if it completes?" she whispered back. Kale's lips curled in a faint, dangerous smile. "You won't be the same." The hunters shrieked and charged. Lena inhaled sharply and made her choice. She grabbed Kyle's hand. "Take me," she whispered. Kyle's eyes flashed with something dark and fiery. "As you wish." A flood of energy surged through both of them, bright silver light exploding outward. The hunters screamed and staggered back. The ground shook. The sky flickered. Kyle pulled Lena into his arms as everything dissolved into light. And then, to be continued. Part 2 is coming. What happened after the light swallowed them? Where did Kale take her? Why does the bond change her? Who are the hunters? And what do they want with Lena? Part 2 will answer everything and reveal something deeper about Kale's intentions.